And we have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We are going into the three-way Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze Funky Mode any % no death abuse race between Riekelt RDV versus the world and GreenSnowDog. Let's go!
Alright everyone, I'm RDVvsTheWorld.
I'm Riekelt.
I'm GreenSnowDog.
And we've got our buddy...
And I'm TinyTim78. Looking forward to this one.
Let's do it.
Well, you should probably...
explain.
yeah.
You should probably go to the main menu or world map.
Actually, let me do some quick explanation then, because some things we might not be able to do, or should I just go to the menu quickly?
Yeah, just go to the menu.
Alright.
The reason he's actually in the level is preloading the world. That will actually cut down the first loading time for, well, like 5 seconds? 8 seconds?
Yeah, it's pretty significant.
Yeah, definitely worth to do it. It's free.
Free time save is free time save.
So we're starting from the world map since the cutscene is boring.
The cutscene is 4 minutes long and it's not that fun. It is a well-made cutscene though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're pretty much all ready by the looks of it.
I think so.
Alright.
Okay.
Just give us a countdown and we'll just go
Alright.
Okay, on 3,
Hey!
2, 1, go!
Alright,
Oh.
good luck boys.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, everyone.
Good luck. Let's do it.
This is going to be
Good luck,
good.
Tim.
Pat.
Good luck.
Thank you very
Good luck,
much.
Tim.
I didn't need the good luck, but let's go.
I just gave you a pat, sorry.
Okay, so we're just going into the first level here. A little bit of mashing. Here we go. Right, and off we go.
Point it up!
I just now noticed that I actually am the only one that is using a different control scheme.
No. Oh no.
Instead of for rolling, I'm pretty sure you guys alternate the triggers. I
Yes.
just smash Y, much like you do in Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D.
Just a little bit about this game then, for those of us, those who've not seen it before. I'm sure most people have. This is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This is the Switch version of the game. Would somebody like to explain the difference between the versions?
Funky Kong.
The biggest the biggest thing is Funky Kong, who has like a whole different moveset and actually does not have friends.
Shoutouts to Joey playing Super Mario Maker 2. Cool, I've got internet.
Your Steam notifications are not off, dude.
Ah, dang. I'll just open my Steam real quick to go offline.
Reset.
So, yeah, it's mostly Funky Kong who can double jump, he can stall in the air, he can stand on spikes. And he's made to actually beat the game all by himself, other than the other friends that Donkey Kong has.
Yeah, essentially Funky Kong is just every other Kong from the original game mixed into one character, basically. So it's really useful for speedruns because of that.
For those of you who are fans of the other Kongs, then unfortunately we're not going to be seeing an awful lot of the other Kongs. In fact, we're barely going to be seeing anything from the other Kongs. Funky is the star of the show today.
Very nice.
We all got pretty good first levels, by the way.
Yeah.
Are you both on digital cartridge?
Digital.
Digital.
Well, you guys won.
It's not that significant.
Oh, you bought it on cards?
Yeah, I'm a collection
Okay.
person. I like to have the thing.
Yeah, this is actually not my Switch. I forgot mine.
Then we will be shouting out for that.
Hey, Sheeta, where are you? Sheeta's not here.
He's at the bar.
Yeah.
Alright,
He's doing fun stuff. So pretty cool here already. Instead of climbing the vines, you can just jump on that bird or whatever it is.
Barely.
Anyone of us going for the big jump at the end?
Probably not.
No,
No.
come on, sharks.
I actually got it in practice on Joy-Cons.
You use motion controls with it.
Yeah, I use motion controls. I am a Donkey Kong Country Returns runner on the Wii, so...
And the moderator, if I'm right.
See a little bit of swimming here. I believe this is the first game that actually has swimming. It's
No.
certainly later games. It
Donkey
wasn't
Kong
in,
Country
it
2?
it wasn't in Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Yeah, it wasn't in Returns, but it was
So it's
definitely in the
game.
first decade.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah,
in
it's
the
the first
original
bit,
trilogy.
yeah.
Yeah.
In 2 and 3, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's unfortunate.
You know, I'm gonna play it safe.
Over there.
Oh, I know I can make this. I'm gonna try and
Nice.
use a grab jump to get up here. Okay,
Yeah, we
I
should
have to
more-
wait for the raft.
Yeah, we should probably explain the grab jump.
Hold the grab.
So since Funky Kong actually has a double jump, you can use something that's called a grab jump. That is where you jump, grab, and then jump again. And for some reason it gives you a little bit of extra height. You went back?
I pushed up, but no. that's one weird thing with the D-pad on Pro Controller. If you push left or right on the up or down or any up or down, it moves left and right. So that's one.
Most of these levels have a little bit of a cutscene going into them, don't they? And we're skipping those by obviously going fast. Riekelt just a little bit ahead at the moment into 1-3.
Oh yeah, one more thing to add. All of the first beginning levels were introduced for. Hold on. Thank you. Alright, Dixie Kong, Cranky Kong, and Diddy Kong. It was first Diddy, Dixie, then Cranky.
This is the lair of the master, according to Moo.
I can't see a camera.
So
where am I? Okay, cool.
in the old speedrun, you would mostly use Cranky Kong because his pogo ability actually makes it so that you can keep your momentum without ever losing any of it if you do it well enough. And that's the reason why it's mostly used for like 80% of the levels in on the original version, or if you actually want to play with the Kongs. The exception of underwater levels and levels where with a lot of hits.
I accidentally double jumped.
With one possible exception, we'll be seeing Funky 100% of the way through here.
Except for this man.
Yeah, we'll get to that shortly. That will be coming up fairly soon.
Oh yeah.
He's actually going for Cranky strats, which is something new on the Switch version. For some reason, the hitboxes of the boss are really weird, and you can really like hit him early, getting you a massive advantage.
I like that we're talking about this level in advance. We've got a big auto scroller coming up.
Yeah.
Reek's already in it.
Sorry if I block your view anytime.
So, as you can see, Donkey Kong Country wouldn't be Donkey Kong Country without every speedrunner's favourite, the auto-scroller. And we've got two varieties in this game, I believe. We've got the minecarts that we're seeing now, and we'll have rocket owls a bit later on, I believe.
The reason,
Am I correct in saying?
yeah,
Sure.
and the reason why I'm mashing sometimes as mad is because every jump saves you a frame, right, or something small.
Yeah, if you're jumping on the tracks, it's not only for swag, it's also to save a few frames. It doesn't really matter too much for RTA, but for IL leaderboards, it's definitely worth it.
Hey, I'm just giving myself any type of help to catch up to you.
The IL leaderboards are really, really...
Speaking of trying to catch up.
Oh, hey.
How are you doing, Ernie? Oh,
Transition.
ooh.
We just really like showing that off, don't worry about it.
It is really cool.
One of the things that's very, very nice about this game that I appreciate personally is the sort of pseudo 3D effects that you're seeing here. It's obviously primarily a 2D game, but you do get these pseudo 3D sequences that are very, very graphically impressive, and they can be a bit of a challenge as well.
I guess
Also,
one tiny change we could
I got full Kong.
Nice.
Nice.
Also, one tiny change I guess we could talk about is if you play this game in original mode, you only have like 2 HP here. But we're playing funky mode, so we have like 3. So that's nice. It could be extra ballsy.
Funky Kong is considered easy mode. However, for the speedrun, it's definitely way different. It's not easy at all. Because the top strats are actually like way different.
The music's great.
Oh, yeah,
Shout
it was
out at
really
this
good.
point to the very, very good soundtrack. You'll probably hear us mention it several times throughout the run.
For sure.
The series is known for its good soundtracks, I have to say, and this game really continues the trend.
David Weiss came back for this game.
Yeah. Also, one more thing with this game. You remember in the old games they used 3D sprites and then not compose. That's some music.
Re-rendered.
Yeah, into 2D models. This game is all 3D models in a 2D section, so it's a 2.5D whatever.
Okay, Riekelt going into the first boss
See.
here.
Going for the God Cops.
I'm joining in, but RDV's gonna catch up.
Oh, don't be so sure, because the strats that I'm about to do is actually really hard.
I
so
have belief. What else?
I've messed up a decent amount.
This is what we were referring to earlier on. RDV is now going to change over. He's going to swap over to Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong, I believe. And that then is going to tackle the boss with a slightly different strategy. The other two are still using Funky. And you may think, oh, that's going to be slower, but, well, let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, my timing was way off.
It is really skill-based though.
It's like flick left, right on the edge, and
Got it.
see.
Nice.
Oh, I've got a lot more to go.
You can say it's for some reason just their hitboxes grow. when they're in Pogo in the Switch version.
Sounds
Very
ridiculous.
nice.
Okay.
I slipped off the stick by accident. Okay, penguins, they come 8 at a time, and
Don't kill him, please.
sorry, Riek.
All of these bosses have 3 phases with 3 hits in each, so you need 9 hits in total to deal with a boss.
Nice. I don't know my strategy there, but it was nice. All right. So how are you doing over there? Okay, Riek's somewhere. He's changing.
That's lovely.
I'm looking over and see you getting it, and I'm so
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, actually, no, I can't hit that one. It's fine.
instinct.
And again, shout out to the absolutely stunning boss music here.
Oh, for sure,
When I
I love
first
it.
started watching this game, this was just, this piece
okay.
of music alone is enough to catch your attention.
You can see that RDV definitely caught up a little bit. Oh. Especially if Pompey does this.
Ooh, I missed the last hit. Okay.
You're kidding. We both did. And Riek at the final penguins.
Awkward. That's scary.
Okay, we've got just finished the boss.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
I
look
caught
at
up.
that! RDV caught up quite a bit there.
Oh, we're basically like all a few seconds apart now.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
There we go.
Nice.
Looking
I will, however,
good.
lose a bit of time over the rest because I have to switch back for the next stage.
Oh, no,
that's
it's
true.
fast.
So,
So that was
No,
World
that-
1 completed.
Still worth it for him.
Definitely. Now moving on to World 2. You'll notice that each of the worlds have very distinctive themes. Lost Mangroves was the first world, which was a sort of jungly, sort of forest theme. Now we've got Windmill Hills, this first level here in the second world. And yeah, you'll see the theme here.
Just a
This is a
second.
lovely,
Hey,
lovely
You should
aesthetic.
recognize. You should recognize the theme now. Like we're there.
Yeah.
Welcome in Holland, except we don't have mountains.
don't ever call it Holland again.
Okay.
It's the Netherlands.
Oh, well, wait,
That was
yeah,
pronounced
as
in a
well.
funny way.
I'm still stuck. Oh, there we go.
Welcome to the windmills.
Nice. Thank you.
Very appropriate level.
Oh, for sure.
Is there any Scandinavian levels? I don't know. Actually, the last one is very snowy. That's fine.
That was interesting.
The last level's a little bit different in one little respect that I'll mention when we get to it. Something I wanted
yeah.
to mention when we get to that final level.
Oh,
Final
sure.
zone.
Also, so sorry, Relvo. I couldn't think of any Luxembourgish landscape.
Do you have mountains?
Maybe, I don't know.
We definitely don't.
All I know, we're above sea level, and that's perfect.
Also, this jump that this jump that Riek and I are about to do is really scary because you can barely make that.
Whoa, nice.
brilliant.
We all got it.
Very nice. Well done.
I guess we could also mention how how rolling works. Like, basically, rolling is the fastest way to move. But every time we have to start up a roll, it takes a bit of time. So optimally, you would want to jump off of as many enemies as possible, coming out of rolls, because every time you land, you essentially lose a tiny amount of time.
Exceptionally true for our buddy friend that we're going to see in the next level. You
Oh,
really want to
yeah.
get him either keep him in a strafe, what do you want to call it, or in the air.
Oh, we are referring, of course, to don't want to spoil him. We'll wait until he comes up. But the only animal buddy to appear in this
Rambi!
game will be Rambi.
Oh, you guys both go for Rambi in the first thing.
Yeah.
This is one cool thing about this game. You can have your own style. So I'm not going for Rambi. Because Tim, could you explain if you know why Rambi is slightly odd?
I don't know exactly why Rambi is slightly odd, but I'm sure that there's a reason for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like we just mentioned, if whoops.
I kind of
bye,
wanted to
Randy.
mention what I just did.
Yeah,
So
go.
if you, off of those moving platforms, if you dash and jump at a specific time, you can maintain momentum, and that's something will kind of be a theme for a decent amount of levels in here. But it's
If
one
you
of
have,
the
yeah, if you have
cases where we
forward,
use it.
if you have forward momentum, you go faster.
Oh, okay. Rambi startup motion. It's like Funky Kong. Every startup loses a frame or something. I don't know. But with Rambi, you lose like half a second, I think, if I remember.
No. Please get the speed boost. You got it.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, I didn't get it.
Oh,
I
speaking
just-
of knowing what I'm doing, bye, Rambi.
Oh,
What? Oh, that was an interesting speed boost that I've literally never done before.
oh
Cool.
dear.
You really want to have Rambi in a section
Yeah.
where RDV is
Ah.
right now.
Yeah,
I just
I'll
dropped
be
him.
fine though.
Riekelt, the only one still with Rambi at the moment.
I don't like Rambi.
Rambi is definitely worth it in this section.
Oh wait, you'll see Rambi in a bit actually.
Oh, you're still getting him?
Where's my jump?
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
taken a death down. Yep,
the first death.
I lost my jump input.
that's unfortunate. That's going to be a little bit of a setback.
Hey, and Yoda Scrolls, could you guys just do a favor?
Oh yeah, sure.
Don't worry, nothing bad will happen. I'm still stuck. I didn't get Rambi.
I'll die to the machine.
Do you want to explain this level?
Yeah, let's actually talk about 2-3. This is the first level that's actually based on global cycles, meaning that the moment you enter, everything, or at least the leaves and some other things in the level, actually start working rather than the other levels, which are based on camera, meaning if you actually see it, it happens. So we really want to do our best right here, because if we mess up, we have to like react to everything and make up new threats on the spot.
You know, I practice the wrong cycles because I always mess up, so it's good for me.
It's just an indication of what you. Once
Okay.
you go, oh,
Yes, thank you.
Yes, Reed,
once you
thank you.
get off your cycle, if your
RDV, do
cycles
it.
get messed up, then it does require a little bit of improvisation. You need to reroute on the fly, and obviously that can be less than optimal.
Very good sports here, by the way.
RDV, join us.
Very good sports, by the way.
That's why I had to talk. Okay, I see how it is.
Did you not get a checkpoint? Where did you die? Oh, dang, that sucks, dude.
Oh, you didn't get
But it's
check-
okay, like, this is now until it's over. Donkey Kong
no.
Country is known for not being the easiest game franchise in the world, especially for, you know, Nintendo.
Boing.
It's Dark Souls of. I should actually not say that.
Yes.
It's the Dark Souls of Nintendo.
No.
Obviously, that title belongs to Kirby, clearly.
Agreed.
But which one? Actually, I
All
think
of them.
Nightmare and Dreamland. I think
Kirby 64.
That was really clean.
Kirby 64. Ha.
Is there time for the host to maybe say a few words if they're wanting to?
Oh yeah, this level is an
hold
auto-scroller,
Hold
so
on. Isn't there anything little to explain in it?
Not really.
there's not really much to say here. We're just gonna add another minecart. You're just gonna see us enter a boat at some point.
All
That's
right,
it.
go.
Okay, in that case, I would like to plug some donation incentives because we have a Super Mario Galaxy 2 relay run coming up where the runners will might eventually do a 2-player 1-controller level. But we still need about 161 euros to do that. That's it's a small amount. You guys can probably donate for it, like just a few euros, and then we'll get to it rather quickly. So please donate for that one. All the money is going to a good cause anyways.
Alright. Oh yeah, could I explain something towards the end of the level?
A machine?
No, the Granny Hill.
Go ahead, I guess.
Because there's a hill before 3 platforms where you have to jump up. I've learned something from watching back old videos. If you jump up the Granny Hill, which is just a little hill, you make the next few jumps frame perfect almost. So it's a pain if you just jump up that hill. Which for me I didn't know until before BSG.
Hi, RDV.
Oh, I know which thing you're talking about now. Yeah, I agree. It's a little makes it a bit harder. What's up, Reek?
Are you going for Kong?
No, of
I'm
course not.
disappointed.
I'm an any percent speedrunner. Why would I go for Kong? It
doesn't,
unlocks extra levels.
doesn't lose any time.
It's not
Also, you forgot to say something. This was actually
Insert machine noises here.
this was something that the old runners did during races. They just made a machine noise to let the others know where they were.
Can we just have some mobile phone to make that sound effect?
Oh, you should
Such
do
a
it now.
Scary. I'm just
The
gonna make this
machine.
big
done.
jump.
That's a really weird machine you have.
It's malfunctioning. It has it has metal and wood fixing in it. I don't know.
RDV
Got
now
it.
just finishing the stage.
I can blame my load times actually. That's a good excuse. I'm thinking of that now.
The others are just a little bit behind, not too far.
I disagree.
Oh, there's plenty of time, plenty of
Oh
time.
yeah. Again, one death and we're basically equal again.
Oh yeah.
Which can happen anytime,
I have to-
anywhere,
Skull.
everywhere.
I want to make sure that I didn't mess up the granny hill. Oh yeah, and Scowl, I'm gonna take the babyest strats I can think of.
Okay.
Scholar's hard.
Yeah.
No, the last round actually, that's the one.
So the level that RDV is in right now is actually the first level where you would swap out Cranky for Dixie Kong.
Okay, interesting.
Beautiful.
If
Glad
you
I
were
saw it
using
in time.
DK strats. Or Kong strats, rather.
This is another nice level visually,
Oh, yeah,
especially working your way around the mountain, and it's absolutely fantastic.
I get so worried about that last jump when you get on the platform before the cannon because it's just like, am I gonna make it?
Yeah.
Or am I-
This game is very aesthetically pleasing. I really like the looks.
Oh, my screen! Ah!
Oh,
What
okay.
happened to your screen?
Oh,
it's back.
Nice.
Hello.
I didn't die. That's a mission achieved. Well, hey, something was bound to happen. I was thinking because hey, 3 switches at once. That's
Oh, okay, yeah, I was bound to get hit by that. A little scary, but you know, Funky's double jump is pretty useful.
Or the air stall, for that matter.
Oh, you can also air stall. Unfortunately, that kind of slows you down heavily. Oh.
I'll just die. Yeah.
Nasty. It's a little unfortunate.
don't worry.
Nice noise.
Thank you. It's Funky Kong DLC.
I don't know what happened there. I think I jumped too early.
I can't jump on
Oh,
ping.
what? Stop rolling too soon.
Oh no, come on.
Nice.
Please be faster, please be
Oh,
faster.
you can save
No.
that one.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I guess
Again.
Nice.
Okay, so this
Please,
stage,
please fall, please. Come on.
All right.
this stage has
Riekelt.
gold
Spaghetti.
and silver bells. Silver bells are the bells that you're required to hit. Gold bells will give you, just some collectibles. If you don't hit these silver bells, the bells.
I just realized.
Nice. If you don't hit them, the next fine won't appear or whatever happens, like the path won't be a path for you. And you'll die.
Also, first of all, Wingding. What a good restaurant name.
It's my favorite Windows font.
Quite a few of the levels in this game have their own unique theme, and I believe this is one of them. It's an absolutely amazing piece of music, this.
Oh, for
And the whole
sure.
soundtrack is well worth listening to.
Shout out to David Wise for the amazing soundtrack.
As well, Aquatic Ambience makes an appearance, but when?
We'll maybe hear that later on, possibly.
Possibly.
No, we're gonna skip that. We're gonna do non-secret levels, right?
No secret exits.
I thought I just caught up to RDV out of nowhere, but no, he's in another section.
Be sure to not focus too much on my gameplay.
Yeah, sorry, but it's there.
I'm just gonna hit this. Oh, I missed the bell, but it's okay.
Did you know that you can finish the stage with only 4 bananas collected?
Can you beat Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze without collecting any bananas?
That's impossible.
Are you game champ 4K? 3K?
So it's fine if it's impossible. I mean, I still want to clickbait it.
Are you bananas?
Oh, Kim, you're so funny.
Would you like a banana?
Yes, I really do.
RDV just moving now into the second boss, which is going to be Scowl. Very, very interesting mechanics on this boss, so we'll see that
Get up.
shortly.
I'm slightly worried. What am I doing? Nice.
Alright.
Scowl's a pain.
So I want to use all 3 of these birds to hit Skull.
Yeah, Froger kids.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Scowl.
take this little safe, because
Yeah.
if I miss one of these hits, it loses a lot of time.
The further you go, the more the time. As well, yeah, Scowl seems alright. Then Fro's there. Baby's at, yeah.
The phase
The-
RDV is in right now is the It's definitely the hardest one.
Oh, yeah, it's the most chokeable one for sure.
But it's not the worst. It's like 20 seconds if you spaghetti it.
But yeah.
Oh, where's the last one?
You went,
Okay,
you went too
that's
early.
fine.
Yeah, it's early.
Yeah,
Okay.
but how rude of Scal. We did nothing and he's using his babies against us. I missed one shot.
I have to point out at this point that I believe, maybe I'm wrong in this, that this boss is very highly inspired by an earlier boss in the series.
Yeah, I'm losing the least amount of time.
Like
I would
which
say.
boss?
It's very similar to Crow from Donkey Kong Country 2.
Is it?
In a lot of ways, yes, with the eggs.
Oh, I never
Yeah.
made that connection.
Yep.
You're
no,
right.
It's very
You're
similar.
right.
It's probably been influenced by that, I would suggest.
Yeah.
That's why we have Tim here. He got the facts. We need him.
No, I'm old enough to remember the original games.
Nice.
I've played them this year. It's fine.
This last phase here, as you can see, a little bit tricky. Got to get the eggs here.
My babies.
Guard it with your life.
Oh, I got him. Whew.
Kinnan's having a lot of fun back there, I see.
Is it about the babies?
Yo, Tim, thanks for the knowledge bombs, dude. I appreciate it.
It just kind of makes sense, really. I mean, I know my history of this series. I've been a fan of this series ever since the first game came out, since I was old enough to play it when it did. Yeah, this is this game here is the. Would you say it's the pinnacle of the series? I would probably say it probably was, in my opinion. Just
This game.
It's definitely up there.
It's
This is the Returns was the revival of it, but then
This returns.
yeah, but then this one makes the improvement on it.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, it's hard to say.
Perfect.
I think it just depends on whether or not you prefer the old Donkey Kong Country style or this one. If you're talking about modern Donkey Kong Country, I think this one is is a bit better.
Yes,
Although
I would agree.
Returns has a lot of nostalgia for me.
As you see them probably hit it earlier, I'm gonna take my nice time.
So RDV currently is in the second level with global cycles, and there's actually a cycle he wants to get. He has like 4-ish seconds of leeway, so he can make some little mistakes. But any more than that, and he loses 6 seconds.
shout out
Sorry,
to
by
the
the way.
Lion King level here.
Oh yeah, like,
As it's known, a very nice musical and visual aesthetic again,
Oh, for sure.
especially in the section towards the end.
yeah. And the higher one?
This is the cycle that I want to catch.
Whose game audio is everyone hearing? Or everyone meaning the people who got headsets.
I'm hearing yours.
I want to know who's playing.
Yeah.
I think yeah, it's already these.
Currently, we have Riekelt's audio on the screen and in the audience.
All right.
You can make funny game noises. Alright, just trying to catch these cycles.
This is a lot trickier than it looks.
Oh, for sure. This is a mess. Gotta make it.
Sorry, the music got me.
I really hope I still
Alright,
got the
whatever.
cycle. Oh no, I missed it. Oh well. I have 6 seconds.
All right, don't worry. I definitely just almost
This
didn't
game's
fall.
amazing.
Ronald, how's the snacks?
Snake.
Pretty good.
Oh, absolutely. Good. Try to get on top of the snakes.
I'm gonna be very careful about everything.
Very nice. Hard to be through the level now.
Oh, I've missed my cycle.
We're all still fairly close though. We're all on the same level, just arguably just moving on to the next level now. So we're still keeping it fairly tight at the moment, which is good.
Again, anything can change it. This game is hard.
I'm gonna say World 5 is gonna be the one that messes us up. I feel like World 6 we all have an alright grip.
For me, it's World 6 mostly.
World 5 and 6 are
Yeah.
definitely hard.
Okay, so the X is the Winter Wonderland, and mine's then Fruit Punch.
Mine's just everything.
Well, you haven't died yet.
Well, I'm surprised.
Please die.
Nice. I love that we're all being very good sports here.
Okay.
We're being positive.
Please win, dudes.
I'm
There you
feeling
go,
the
first
love over
in.
here.
No, we should not clap.
God.
I didn't want to. Nine!
Speaking of the Lion King level, can you feel the love tonight?
No.
I just
I
can't
feel
wait to be king.
I feel the love for Tiny Tim for joining us.
No, you don't want me to start singing. That would empty the room very quickly.
Please sing.
For €10.
It will. It will fit the bar situation for everyone there.
Alright, this is awkward.
We were talking about the difficulty there. From a casual perspective, I think this game has got a very good difficulty curve. The first level, the first world, starts off relatively tame, and it does ramp up quite significantly as you go along. This is quite a big step forward in terms of difficulty. World 4 is the water world, spoilers, which is always fun. And then 5 and 6 really bring the challenge.
Spoilers, how dare you? The 5 people that never played this have never known that. But I'm kind of yeah, it has its curve, but I feel like World 2 is it's not like a calm curve. It just goes straight up. But hey, I forgot how casually this game works anymore. So
that's the fun thing about speedrunning. You just can't go back to just casually playing it. With the exception of very few games.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice, you lost the
I tied my PB.
nice. Woo. Yeah, that's just for fun.
Yeah, you have to wait for the giant baobab first.
Oh, my roll cancelled. That was weird.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
this is that stage RDV is on. You can do something stupid
Hey
with
Ronald,
Funky Kong.
please tell about Doshido.
Yeah, I'll talk about DKS skip. Okay, so you can use Cranky Kong here, and the cool thing about Cranky Kong is that
Three, and that's it.
is that if you use his pogo, you can maintain any speed that you had previously. So those tornadoes you've been seeing every once in a while, if you roll into them in a weird way and have the tornado push you back, and then you'll have a lot of speed, and by continuously pogoing with Cranky Kong, you can maintain that speed for a pretty significant portion of the level, but it's really hard. Otherwise, you would have probably seen it. It's so
wonderful.
Cool. I guess maybe after the event, if you have time, I could just like.
We all
but
just do like
I have
attempts.
internet on my. No, I just have.
Oh,
internet
yeah.
on my Switch to show the IL.
Oh, yeah.
It looks really cool.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of RNG, a little bit of execution.
I'm pretty sure there's no RNG to it.
I just feel so bad for Ram. Actually, no, I don't.
I guess we could talk about that. This game actually has very little RNG. It's all based on patterns. So if you do the same thing every time, yeah, we know what to expect. I guess that's the difference from the Wii U version. Pretty sure in the Wii version that was not the case.
It wasn't.
Here the patterns all start at the same pattern starts every time. On the Wii U, there's multiple ones that could be chosen from.
It's mostly a thing for bosses.
Yeah.
The level that RDV's going into just now is, spectacular.
Oh, I love it. Visually super pleasing.
Yeah.
I love it.
One of the really, really nice visual levels, the fire and just the whole background. That's one of the things this game does incredibly well, is it combines, it tells the story through the visuals, the sound, the gameplay. It combines everything really, really strongly, and it's a fantastic casual experience, not to mention a very good speedrunning experience as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
And not only that, it also tells a story throughout the levels. You can see that SnowDog, for example, is in a giant hurricane storm, and we're in literally the downfall of the forest.
I'm gonna be very, very, very careful.
I'm not on the cycles I want to be on. This is just all kind of improv. Been doing a really good job at that.
Would you guys say that this level is lit?
Oh,
Yes.
it's RDVvsT lit.
I want to see some snails.
Thank you, Ken. Much appreciated.
He hasn't noticed me staring at him for the last few seconds. All right.
You're staring at Kenneth?
No, show my disappointment in that one.
Alright, I'm about to enter the hardest level in the game. We were talking about how there's a really, the difficulty curve for this game is really good. But yeah, I'd say it's much harder than World 6. Even it's so I don't know why they put it in World 3. To be honest.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, that stage
the
is
stage.
the hard. Whew.
Absolutely.
go.
Yeah.
All right, you ready? Oh.
This is what we were talking about earlier on. This is the second style of auto-scroller that we get, and this one is your rocket barrel.
Do you see that intense
Oh, he went down.
button push?
Okay,
Ooh.
so since we're on my music, I want to actually point towards that because this is one of the
Hey,
better
you wanna
tracks of the
make this a
level.
co-op, Ren? Just hold B.
Oh no.
Hold B.
Invalid run.
There you go.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's
this
still
have fun.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
look at
right
that.
here, Sticker Bus Symphony,
Really hard stage.
or literally 5 seconds after that, it's the what is it, Rocket Barrel theme with the theme, like every world has its own theme obviously, and the same instruments.
Should we just give this to? Oh wait, Luke's doing it
So
himself.
the last 2 levels, you heard a lot of flutes.
You can continue to hold B. It's fine. Everything's fine. You can continue to hold B.
Yeah, hold beat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just about to
This
say,
is
if I can
so-
do this, then anybody can do
Yeah,
it.
this is don't worry about the fact that you got hit. It's
Yeah,
all
I saw
fine.
that.
Yeah, it's all fine.
Hello.
Oh, that dodge and ready. Oh,
Oh,
Straight through
that's
that.
unfortunate.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at that.
Oh,
Straight
look
through.
at that, 1 HP.
Can you do it?
Oh,
and
nice.
straight into the secret level there.
Can we give it up for Tim?
For doing that
I couldn't have
job.
done it without you.
Bit-
True
bit-
co-op.
bit cooperative
Sure.
there.
But sadly, if you PB, run invalid.
Goodness stripes, yeah.
That would be a huge meme if I actually PB'd and it got declined because Tim felt pressed B.
May I ask
The Tropical
reason-
Freeze Committee would not be that cruel.
It should be world record immediately, no questions.
May I ask the reason for going through the secret level exit there?
Well, it appears sooner, and I'm pretty sure this stage is faster. So
Excellent.
you don't have to go to the end of the auto-scroller.
The level's actually same-ish, but you literally end this level earlier, so that's definitely a good reason why to do it earlier.
Ooh, this is awkward. Okay, so the gimmick for this stage is that everything just kind of appears as you play the stage. Don't mind me.
You'd expect speedrunners to actually know the layout.
Yeah, you'd expect speedrunners to know.
If you know Fear Factory, no, the black and white Fear Factory from the first game.
It's okay, as long as I
The
don't
exact
die, it's
same.
fine.
I would indeed expect speedrunners, but not RDV.
Thank you, Kenan. I love you too, buddy. Love your kind words.
They don't call me Kindad for nothing.
Oh, I'm done. Alright. And grab jump. Got it. Alright. I took a nice little nap for a minute.
That's the other thing. We've kind of mentioned it in passing, but this game does take a lot of its influences. We kind of mentioned it on the boss there, from the older games in the series. Not just in the sort of themes of the levels and the general aesthetic, but also from the music as well. We've already mentioned that there is a remix. It was a very few seconds of Sticker Brush Symphony there, and we'll be getting Aquatic Ambience or a remix of it later on as well.
Are you serious? Wait, are you serious? I didn't know this.
You really?
Sticker Bush, you mean?
Wait, yeah.
You're
Okay.
not joking.
We're 5 seconds in the start of 3-5.
Oh yeah, I didn't know this.
Wait, wait, just the beginning?
Yeah, 5
Before
seconds.
you go on the rocket battle.
Oh, come on! I thought it was more.
It's the only Sticker Bush Symphony in the game.
Oh,
Kind of a shame. It's a
I'm
really,
sad.
really good track.
Yeah, so RDV is in one of the bosses no one's waiting for, Baboom. And it has a pretty interesting system.
let's skip it.
Okay, let's skip it. Going straight to World 4. No, Baboom has free, what are they, gorillas? No, not gorillas.
Baboons.
Baboons, of course.
Baboon.
It's late, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what? Okay, you went a little
And
faster than I
all of them
expected.
have free hit points, but the moment you kill one of them, all of them will regain their HP. So you really want to focus on one of them at a time. Obviously, you damage the other ones just to make sure that the cycle goes faster, or you go to the next cycle faster. I actually missed the red one over there. That doesn't matter too much since I'm focusing on the cyan one. Assuming he wants to go down. Assuming he wants to go down.
Hitboxes.
Please. It's amazing.
You can
Oh,
count.
this is awkward.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, let's just go for this guy first. Why not?
Yeah,
It's just a bomb.
No one could actually hear my audio, but I somehow jumped and Funky Kong hit something in the loading, and he just went. Ugh.
In the loads?
In like he just reached the area where he would transition over, and I just hear one last.
just something to point out here that you may have noticed RDV doing there. When you do get a successful hit on the bosses, there is a chance for them to drop life, and I believe that is increased if the lower the life you're on.
Yes.
You would be correct.
For some bosses, it is actually a 100% chance, or 95, that the moment you hit them and you have 1 hit point,
Yep,
you
you'll
will
get
actually get a
hard
second
ball,
one.
yeah.
We'll actually abuse that for the next boss.
Next boss is some very interesting strats. Actually, looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
Seeing that in action.
Obi.
Oh, this might be bad.
Jump, you monkey.
RDV down to 1 health here.
Nice. Oh, McFlaren. I don't know.
Okay, got
Ooh,
help.
close.
Oh, that was really
Oh,
close.
that would have been bad.
That would have been really bad.
Could anyone explain how I threw a bomb behind? Because that was magic.
I
Because-
didn't see it.
Because you're Kobe Bryant,
I said McFlurry
LeBron James.
by accident. Oh, he fell.
I'm on low battery, by the way.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's just a Joy-Con, don't worry.
oh, nice.
If you need my blue ones, I can give you those.
No,
He's using Pro Controller.
I'm good.
Oh, okay.
He's
Well, if you want Joy-Cons, you can use Joy-Cons. Reek has caught back up to me.
What?
Oh my.
Yeah, that's
I had a really bad boss fight.
Definitely got a race here.
Guys, where am I?
You're not too far behind.
Steve,
You're still doing good.
Brian. I don't know.
Phil
I panicked.
Mickelson is the second one.
Thank you. Is that important?
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
We're now heading into World 4, which is, well, we mentioned it earlier on. We spoiled it. I spoiled it earlier on. This is our water world. Because everybody loves water worlds.
Yeah.
yeah.
Optimally, you would go for Donkey Kong and with his buddy Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong is basically useless except underwater, where his jetpack actually has a nice boost.
Yeah, so you might have noticed that like I went for Cranky Kong in the boss level, but I'm not actually going for the DK family in its entirety, despite the fact it would be more optimal if I did, because it's a lot more risky. And I know that my buddies here are not actually going for it, the strats either. So, but I am way too used to doing one boss as Cranky Kong to be able to switch back. So.
What was the thing with the second word that you say after you throw the bomb? I've already forgotten.
Thing with the second word.
No, the basketball player's name.
Oh.
Phil Mickelson.
Thank you.
The other one is Kobe.
That, yeah.
So yeah, a big advantage of actually using Funky Kong here is that he can actually not drown. And aside from that, he also has more health, which is why he's often seen as, you know, the fact that he has all kinds of abilities and the fact that he can't drown, the fact that he has 5 HP. That's why he's seen as easy mode. And it's definitely, I would say it would be easier for a casual experience. I think it just makes the speedrun a bit more interesting.
It's
For the speedrun, it definitely is easy mode.
the reason he can breathe underwater. He has a little scuba mask.
Yeah, which even though he doesn't get air, but you know.
I honestly forgot that.
He's generating air as he swims. Don't worry.
I was going to say, he's a surfer, and we all know that surfers can breathe underwater indefinitely.
Yeah, with just a little scuba mask, but the hole needs to be plugged up. Don't worry.
Alright, we're also getting the secret exit in this stage.
Casually, how would you know?
Oh yeah, this secret exit's kind of cruel.
This one
It's,
is the worst one.
Yeah, it's just kind of, you just have to randomly go back, basically.
It's an interesting point that you make there. We haven't obviously been doing it because obviously we speedrunners want to go fast, but there is a lot of hidden collectibles throughout the levels in this game, and quite a few of them in true Donkey Kong fashion are very, very well hidden indeed.
Yeah, like only last year they found the little Metroids.
Oh yeah, there's actually unfortunately we're not going to that stage, but there's actually a Metroid reference in this world.
Yeah,
Ooh.
something you actually need to swim back for.
Yeah, you should just go back for it.
Okay, I'll do
What about you?
What about me? Well, I gotta play the stage.
You're ahead. Come
Okay,
on.
this actually is one of the cooler levels, as this is the only level where, if you were playing with the DK family, this is the holy trifecta of Kong buddies.
Okay, so you start out with Dixie Kong because you need her to get through the secret exit in the previous stage. Because Dixie Kong, using her hair, you can actually get through the
Secret exit.
yeah. So you would start this stage with Dixie Kong, then switch to Diddy for the little water segments, and then Cranky Kong to get the secret exit at the end here, which is just really cool. I like. That's kind of one of the reasons also why I wanted to learn the the Kong family. But again, it's kind of risky, especially if you haven't done that much practice. So funky it is.
Because yeah, if you do go to Donkey Kong and you use the Buddy Kongs, you only have 3 hearts before you lose them, instead of the usual funky 5.
One of the cooler things is that with a setup, you can actually really easily get into the secret exit here.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we're both not doing it.
It's cranky only.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's full pogo, full pogo, full pogo, you're in.
You could do full bounces.
No, it's different.
I'm gonna try it. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, sure, but... Okay.
All right. Well,
You got a setup you are not telling us? Okay.
do you remember what this stage is all about? Just feel free to explain it if you know about it. If else, I'll just tell how much I don't like it.
I think I remember you mentioning it, but please enlighten me.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I haven't. But this is a water stage. Has the best song in the game, fortunately, to make up for the fact that it's not super exciting. So you see these chests. We have to go around this this level, collecting all kinds of keys to open up those chests, to collect more keys to open up other chests. We're just kind of going all around, trying to eventually get the key that we need to actually.
Is this a Metroid
Yeah.
Prime 4 reference?
I mean, I think it's made by the same people, right?
Yeah, it is.
I'm on 1 heart, help.
I'm pretty sure development for the next DK has stopped. Just for Metroid Prime 4.
No.
I'm going to mention it again here. This is, as the music is perhaps appropriately called aquatic ambience. This is an absolutely stunning level visually. Obviously, maybe not from gameplay perspective, as RDV has just said, but the music here, and if you listen to it closely, like we said earlier, very heavily, it's a remix
Just-
of one of the original themes.
Just everyone close your eyes until RDV's finished. Just enjoy the music.
A song this nice actually deserves the voice of our host.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh wow, thank you.
You know what? That actually fits.
Well, anyways, I'll try to be as chill as possible.
Hello, Bob Ross.
And I would like to remind you that we are the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. We organize bi-monthly gatherings in the Benelux speedrunners. We're currently streaming our annual event live from Hotel Asteria in Van Rij, the Netherlands. We would like to also thank the Esports Game Arena for providing us with the gaming monitors for the event. The EGA is a home to a variety of on-site gaming events in Alphen aan den Rijn, including BSG bi-monthly events.
Can we just give a hand for
Aye.
Kinnan?
That was brilliant.
I can't go down anymore.
That was
I messed
amazing.
up.
Almost makes up for the rude comments earlier. I'm surprised he was able to keep a straight face, to be honest. Up until now, of course.
It
but he's
was
muted.
a nice. That was nice.
Both just reaching the end of the level here.
I got the G. What are you? You're a collector.
What?
I'm a secret collector.
Okay.
I can't focus anymore. I'm distracted by everything.
So you like your underwater levels, Tim?
I do indeed, yes.
Okay, well, I have bad news for you. This is actually the only
Oh, come on.
level that where it's literally no water, but it does have a pretty cool trick. And RDV probably hates the name of the trick. It's called the Strong Dong.
I think BSG would hate it more than I do.
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat that one.
Who came up with that name? I don't actually. We can.
The community.
The community as an entity.
They were a whole family. Like, no.
I blame them.
I'm still getting this nice music. I'm happy. And I just swam around this thing. I shouldn't. Oh yeah.
Really?
If you haven't noticed, the shark, it's coming. It loses interest. It just doesn't want to go after you after a bit.
Okay.
Oh. There we go, got it. Yeah, so normally, if you were to use the DK family here, you would be using Cranky Kong for a decent portion of the stage. Makes it a lot harder.
Luke, you okay? Ooh.
No.
Why'd you do that?
Death.
You waited one more and you would have been up.
No, I wouldn't.
What? What?
even though we're not going to see them, just out of curiosity, you mentioned Cranky Kong quite a few times. Is Cranky Kong the most generally used if you were using Kongs rather than Funky?
For sure. On
Yes.
the Wii U version, he was the Kong you primarily use because, again, when you use his pogo, you can maintain momentum, which is just useful overall.
There's no reset option. I was so used to ILs.
Oh yeah, I know. Ooh, this stage is. Oh, wait, no, I'm picking up the wrong thing. Never mind. I thought I was in the boss level already, but that's a little not that fast, definitely.
So like one more level and then you're
Yeah,
off.
it's after this one. So here there's just, you know, you're supposed to casually wait for these, but you can just kind of damage boost through them. Through these spike balls. Funky Kong is 5 HP. You know, just losing 1 is not a big deal.
But you want to have the most until another barrel you can find.
Fortunately, there should be one pretty soon.
It's above world. I mean above the water.
We've got the boss just coming up, and am I right in saying that there might be some damage boosting involved in that as well?
Oh yeah, it's gonna
yeah,
be really scary.
Not at all. Not at all.
Did you guys do crate skip?
I didn't just because I didn't want to die.
What's
Alright.
great skip? Remind me again.
The end.
Look at.
Oh yeah, I did.
This.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, but I just didn't want to do. Like the one time I'll probably fail at this today.
Actually, when I just walked off, I just felt just like, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, it's kind of risky. It's this really small time save. A lot of things you'll see in Donkey Kong Country games, like it's very much risk versus reward in you know, whatever time you want to save. There's a lot of small stuff that you can do to save time, but you know, attempting that stuff could potentially lose you even more time. So it's really just like, what do you attempt, what do you not want to attempt? Especially in a setting like this where we're doing, you know, a no reset marathon run, and not to mention it's a race. So we don't always want to go for the hardest strats if you don't have to.
I think also that what lends these games, gives these games an extra sort of boost from a speedrunning perspective is you don't have to, as you've mentioned, attempt all the best strats. You can still run through the game relatively quickly without doing the tricks, and then it's whether or not you want to take that extra risk to get that little bit of extra time save, and it makes the games really rewarding to play.
Oh, for sure.
That big fish, I don't like that. Oh, thanks, bird. I mean, penguin.
Okay, boss coming up here, I think.
Yeah, it should be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is sushi.
This is, well,
Fugu.
we'll see. It's Fugu, yes.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting boss, this one.
Okay.
Ugu the Fearful. Every boss has alliteration title. Alliterative title?
Alliteration, you were right. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, Cranky in this stage, I think it's faster, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
with
I'm
the
gonna have to
stick.
focus for this.
Yeah, you definitely need some real time for that. Serious time. And definitely Cranky is a little bit faster as
Oh,
you
okay.
you can just be in his hitbox rather than definitely have to hit him from behind.
This is fine.
So really important for us is that we actually get hit by the spikes. No, hit by Fugu rather than the spikes.
I tend to use the spikes sometimes.
Do you get hearts from
It
that?
is harder.
Yeah, the spikes will actually kick you all the ways, but the Fugu always just kicks you backwards.
Remember when I gave Momo a heart attack by using the spikes?
Yes,
That was fun.
Yeah.
that kid.
But-
I'm getting really good RNG here on like getting
But-
actual hearts. Oh, okay, that made it super free.
That
Thank
was
you, game.
very good.
The
That was
game is,
excellent.
Also, shout out to
Cool.
Mumu. His reactions are the best.
Oh, for sure.
Remember the Cranky hits?
Oh yeah.
SnowDog was in the call.
Yeah, it wasn't the voice, and then he just when whoever did it, I think Joe, and then did it, and then he just yelled, "What?"
Yeah,
I lost my hearing for that thing.
best clip.
Okay, we're now RDV's moving on to
The
World
longest load.
5, which is my personal favourite.
Oh, no.
world. Ooh, ooh,
Oh,
ooh.
I missed.
Oh, you got fat. Fugu.
Oh, luckily you gave me a
Yeah.
heart.
Can I? Oh, I can save it.
Go, go,
Just
go,
give him
monkey.
some time.
Never mind, I messed up.
Be quiet while we're doing this.
Please just do that. Thank you.
I'm
Well done.
panning.
Well
Yeah.
done.
I don't have
Snowdog
hearts.
still got Fugu.
I don't have hearts. Fugu.
Nice bunk.
Thanks.
And we're just coming into the level 5-1 here when Riekelt comes into it. And just listen to the music here. This is one of my favourite tracks in the game. There's only one later on in this world that's better, in my opinion.
I hope it's the one I'm
Help.
thinking about.
I hope so.
Okay, question. Do you know the story of the world?
I don't actually know the story of the worlds, per se.
Okay. So,
Well, actually, let's just see if he can pay attention and see if he, you know.
figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
I was
Take a look at the fruits.
I was stuck on 2
All I'm
hearts.
saying.
Okay, this is awkward, but I'm
Nice.
making it barely work. Okay.
I'm proud.
Definitely gonna write this. You can actually make it by jumping off of that bird, but it's really tight.
Rusting trolley.
Yep.
Yep.
Which is kind of obsolete now, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm still worried about Fugu because I had 2 hearts the entire time.
Yeah, good stuff. That was Fugu is always really
Well done for
risky.
getting through that.
Hello.
When I first saw this game for the first time, this was the level that made me fall in love with it.
Okay,
It was
this
just
is-
absolutely amazing. oh, it's trolling a bit there.
Why is this long?
No
It's so
scope.
long.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
same.
no.
It was long for me as well. I was like, am I
Yeah.
crashing? Is
No.
it just not loading the stage?
Oh,
Um,
I went too fast.
I blame cartridge.
Like I said, the load for World 5 is definitely the longest load there is. Just because there are so many assets.
Oh yeah, like you can just see it. That's what I really like about the Donkey Kong Country series in general, is that they have a lot of attention to detail. Everything feels unique. Everything has a purpose. It's just like you know, even auto scrollers are almost a joy, just by the fact that you can kind of, you know, for parts of it, just appreciate the background while playing, and just like all this stuff that they look at the attention to detail. It's so, I love it.
I slapped the edge.
Keep an eye out for that rainbow effect at the start of 5-2 when the others come to it, because that is absolutely spectacular. And this was the sort of pseudo 3D sections again that we were talking about earlier. Got the battle ride again.
I'm fat firing my grab jumps, and that's not good.
Alright.
Oh, hey, don't do that.
Did you die because of it?
No.
Feels bad, man.
I got it.
This world is aptly named Juicy Jungle, and it is, well, lives up to its name. It is, and I do think I understand the story from what you were saying. It's about them processing the fruit, isn't it?
Yeah, you're
We
right.
end
Nailed
up
it.
in the fruity factory fairly shortly.
In World 1, or Level 1, you actually gather the food. After that, you process it. But what will they do? Find out next time.
On this race, roll that ad break.
Oh yeah. You're right, it's really beautiful.
Riekelt and SnowDog, yeah, are just going into 5-2. Check out that rainbow effect there, folks. It's very, very nice.
And it's gone.
I don't see it for very long, sadly. But
Oh wait, it's still there. Hold on.
this section that
at some point.
RDV is going into now is, well,
Really scary.
yes, I would say so. I do like what happens to the penguin driver at the end, if you keep an eye out for what happens to him.
You like that?
RDV,
Yes.
show it off. But no, should we explain, or is someone actually gonna show it off?
Oh, you should definitely find it out yourself.
Oh, okay.
You barely make it through there.
Ah.
And depth perception is not the best, so I tend to get hit here.
This angle is not
Sang.
really the best for depth perception, I would think, because it's so just weird. And I try to tilt it, recreate it, but that's not helping.
Oh no.
Oh, you didn't see it.
It's the poor rabbit. Oh,
Alright, we've only got a few auto swims left in the run.
no,
It's
one
only
more.
one, right?
Yeah, it's one.
okay.
One more.
One. Ooh.
The hardest one.
Let's do OG. One heart left.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna do it. All right.
Let's do Michael
Okay.
Goldfish.
I'm doing. Yeah.
Shoutouts to Michael Goldfish. He's a really good runner. He also ran Yoshi's Story, so he has a, you know,
Yeah.
that
he's
case-
a really good kid in my heart.
By the way, when you're coming back, Goldfish, we miss you.
Shout out to the whole DKC Tropical Freeze
Yeah.
community.
Shout outs to the whole Yoshi circuit.
What's a Yoshi?
What
RDV
is
is
it?
in level 5-3 here.
Dinosaur.
It's my personal favourite level in the game. It's got the best music. It is just absolutely stunning in every way, apart from the fact it's quite hard.
Oh, that it is. There's a lot of potential to die here. As you'll notice a lot is that like the difficulty really ramps up here. World 5 is where the game really becomes difficult together with World 6. A lot of things that will hit you, a lot more pits that you can fall into. Yeah, was bound to get hit there.
And if you haven't checked it out, just check out the whole soundtrack to this game because it is well worth a listen. It's really, really up there with excellent game soundtracks.
You did the crunch ledge.
It's such a tiny gap. Oh, oh, oh!
Ouch. Thank you.
Oh, shredded.
One.
I thought it would come back up, but it didn't. Oops.
You only have one now.
Oh well.
Man, I was on such a solid run.
This is gonna PB, but hey, co-op.
Oh, you should reset right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. PB dead. That should be so.
Reset PB pace now.
I think your PB is like still alive.
Oh yeah.
If your PB still alive, then what am I doing?
No portal jokes.
I'm just gonna take that safe.
You're in good pace.
To sum up our PB paces, the Riekelt and RDV are a minute away, I think.
Riek has a much better PB than I do.
Yes, and I am 6 minutes away.
I think Riek has a 132, maybe 131 by now.
131.
131. Good stuff.
Okay,
I missed the.
I have a 137, so no,
Oh, nice. I'm almost dead.
die.
That was really close.
Oh my lord.
I'm really glad I looked over to the right for 1
Oh,
second.
fuck. Oh, help me, help me, help me! It's access. Woohoo!
Oh, that ledge is actually called the crunch ledge. Pretty cool. And then this barrel over here, this ending barrel, it just goes up. The community actually tried a lot of stuff together early, like camera buffering, all the stuff. They just couldn't get it. It's a shame.
No,
This section at the end of the level is always quite
happens.
tricky.
I hit A. I double jumped.
Oh no. Oh. I grab jump of weirds.
I can't wait to see the chaos in Wolf 6 unless we just do it perfect.
Oh, I'm not doing it perfect.
Oh, alright.
It's not happening.
Which one?
0 deaths in World 6. Let's do it.
We're still fairly close together overall here.
Yeah.
And as we've just mentioned, World 6 is the game changer.
This is actually one of the harder levels, since there's only one barrel, one Kong barrel, in the beginning, and you only have one extra hit to spare in the original modes, and you definitely want to have Dixie Kong at the end. Yeah, that's it.
Just gonna pull that thing there to get rid of this wall. Speaking of walls,
Grab jump didn't happen. Nice. No, you guys are in the same world. I'm just a bit behind. Not same world, same level.
I hope we're all in the same world.
I'm back at World 1. Don't worry.
Reset there and then.
Yeah. I was not happy with the pace. I wanted to reset.
I know that feeling all too well.
While you guys are monkeying around, can I do a quick donation?
I get it, kids. We're playing. It's not Donkey Kong.
Go ahead, you silly whatever. Okay,
Silly goose.
I have an
Thank you.
€11 donation from Novara saying, last donation before I go on vacation tomorrow. Let's finish strong, everyone. And that puts the 2-player, 1-controller level at only €156 left. So if you want to see that before 4 a.m. today, go ahead and donate.
4 a.m. Woo. It's prime time, isn't it? I'm gonna get disagrees.
RDV going into another bonus level here.
With the best music of the world, maybe?
I would
Oh.
slightly disagree, but it's still very, very good.
Oh.
It's also the last
Wait.
music-based or global cycle-based level of the world.
Oh, yeah,
of the game,
true.
even.
You're actually right there. I forgot about that.
I just love the ending for it. I love all of it, actually.
It's a really good stage. It's just really tricky and hard to do well.
Don't mind about me. I just one heart left.
I mean, one of the things we've mentioned, obviously, is the visuals on this game. But one of the things I would probably suggest is a benefit for speedrunning this game is because it's so visually rich, and because it's the music is so good and the graphics are so good. If you're grinding out levels and practicing and practicing and practicing, I'm sure that helps keep the enthusiasm up for it because it is so good.
Yeah, it's just really nice that every level is just unique. It doesn't really get old. You can distinctly tell levels apart, which is something that other games, you know, it's not that a thing that every game does. This is gonna be awkward. Okay, we're fine. So the next stage is really fun because we can actually abuse momentum again in the next one.
Oh yeah.
Also, shout outs to a lovely person that's at BSG here, Frosty. This is his level.
Help!
Frosty Fruits.
Spikes. All right.
I guess that's one thing we can
Is he
also
awake?
mention is that if you know, Funky Kong, if he stands on spikes, he doesn't actually get hit, but you do get stuck for a bit.
Thought you were mentioning the alliteration in every level.
Oh wait, he's. Oh wow.
Oh no. Okay, whatever.
We're quite interesting placements, but you're now entering.
Okay. I managed to maintain speed there, but I got it much later than I expected. Okay. That was a little awkward.
Oh, Tim. This is the next part of the story.
Oh yeah, this is the next part of the story. So what we've all, this has all been leading up to one thing.
Popsicles.
Frozen
Popsicles.
fruits.
That's what they are, right? Unless there's
Yeah.
ice. Yeah, it's not ice cream.
Okay, still good. Didn't manage to keep speed for as long as I wanted to in the last one, but that was really solid.
Now,
you
I'm
go.
sure everybody here is aware of it, but that particular theme that's playing just now on Riekelt's screen is another remix.
Of what?
Ah, well, it's a remix of. I'm trying to think what game it was in. It's In a Snowbound Land from Donkey Kong
3?
Country? No, 2, I think. It's definitely a remix. You listen to it carefully.
I would
Ooh.
try, but I'm out of it now.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. You'll notice that a lot of the themes in this do have a small, as we said, remix. RDV's on to boss 5, my personal favourite here, Bashmaster.
My
My
favorite
least favorite boss.
My least favorite
Not
is-
because I think it's bad or whatever. I think it's pretty well made.
It takes
but I
3
always
minutes.
choke it in races.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes. I mean, so do I.
There's a couple of things I'd like to point out about this boss. First of all, he's got amazing music, as
Yeah.
most of them do.
Oh, for sure.
This is probably my favourite music-wise. But one thing I'd like everybody to keep aware of is while we're fighting this boss, keep an eye out on his fur.
How did I not
Just
get
look
hit
at his
there?
fur closely as we progress through the fight.
Not only that, look at the background.
Oh yeah.
Background as well, but
Yeah, look at everything but the characters.
Yes.
Gameplay? What's that?
yep.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
If you take a close enough look,
Skip to the final section.
you can actually see that that it's turning around.
Yep. The whole stage is rotating. We're sitting on a sort of an iceberg here, and it is rotating around. But every time Bashmaster falls into the juice, yeah, well,
I honestly thought I was on Bashmaster, but my hopes were,
Crushed.
yeah.
Smithereens! I love saying that.
am I right in saying that his patterns for the ice cubes with the bomb in it, that is a little bit of RNG, or is that always the
No,
same?
it's the same.
that's
always the same on this version.
Patterns always. again, he always starts with the same patterns. It's when you start, making mistakes that you'll see different patterns that you have to adjust to. But as long as we get the hits when we're supposed to, he will do the same thing every time. And I'm really glad that's probably what makes the Switch version so much better to speedrun, because not only does it remove RNG, load times are, as far as I'm aware, faster. You've got Funky Kong. It's just a more definitive version of the game. Not only for casual play, but also for speedrunning.
This is one of my favourite bosses in practically any sort of game like this. It's just absolutely hilarious.
Are we all going to be back in the same
Really, really
stage
good.
again?
However, one thing I will point out here, probably doesn't need to be pointed out, but the death on this boss is extremely painful.
Oh yeah,
costs
for
you an
sure.
incredible amount of time.
Aside from, I think actually optimally the final boss is faster than this boss. But yeah, this. Oh, yeah.
But
Getting a 9 for 9 at the final boss is definitely doable, but
can I at least be fighting Bassmaster before anyone leaves the stage?
Oh, you'll be there.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, nice.
Where are you? Yeah.
All right.
You're already
Yes.
fighting him.
Look, we're the same. Don't worry.
And if we notice now that Bassmaster has now taken on a slightly purpley hue,
He loves
falling in the juice too many times.
Do you want to hear the end of the story? So Bassmaster was minding his own business, eating a popsicle, and then we just came on his little ice platform, dropping his popsicle into the water, getting eaten by piranhas, and now he's really mad at us.
To be fair, that's the only character that has a reason to hate us, except
Yeah.
for Frederick, but that's obviously, hey, I want my home back.
I guess we kind of completely ignored the story. of
Yeah,
this
we
game.
haven't really explained it too much.
Yeah.
There's a story.
You want to have the honors?
Yeah, of course. Basically, as the opening cutscene which we skipped tells us, Donkey Kong Island has been invaded by a group of enemies here called the Snowmads. That's their ship sitting on the top. This is now Donkey Kong Island itself, World 6. And I will point out at this point that if you look closely at every level in this world, they resemble, or they are actually very similar in a lot of ways to a level from Donkey Kong Country Returns. Deliberately.
A world even.
A world, yes. Because Donkey Kong Country Returns and this game are, well, this world is the same place. But no, the story basically, the Snowmads have invaded and blasted Donkey Kong off to a distant island and basically turned his own island into an ice cube. And he has to fight his way back to defrost everything. And that's what we're hopefully going to do here.
And something that
also,
I definitely
I love the music in this.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I think we cannot say any stage, it's alright.
The only
Because all
bad thing
these are-
about it is that you hear it like 3 times.
You hear it a lot. I don't mind because I like it a
Okay.
lot. And with how much you tend to reset this game, you don't hear it that often when you really think about it.
How many ILs do you do per day on that stage?
So I think that first level is the jungle level from the jungle world.
Yeah, that's
from-
actually
Oh,
the same order
actually,
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
It's like 6-1 will be the first world film. Donkey Kong Country Returns. The second one will be. It'll all be based on that entire world is frozen over. I think that's a really nice touch.
Especially when it comes to the later ones, the cliff level especially
Oh, yeah, for
stands
sure,
out
yeah.
visually as being very, very impressive indeed.
My Funky Kong can ice skate.
I love doing that. I'm glad you're doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't know if anyone else did it, so it's just
I
like...
do all the
Yeah,
time.
me too.
Right,
I actually want to.
Oh.
I want to ask you guys a question. What do you guys think of the physics of the ice?
They're
This is a problem.
they're playable, that's
Ooh.
for sure.
Playable, it's actually good.
Oh yeah, the ice physics in this game are by far one of the best I've ever had in any in any game really that I've played. You can maintain momentum on. It's not too slippery. It's just nice actually over normal ground.
If anyone just noticed, I just jumped off the stage because I don't want to deal with that one section.
The only big trick coming up in this level, and RDV going to do it right now, is ship skip, or boat skip.
Ooh, got it.
And I think he'll abuse it. I
got it.
Water? Yeah, you got it. Okay. Feel free to explain it.
So there's supposed to be this ship that slowly rises up from the water, but if you jump off the birds and then hit a particular part of the water, you will just get put at the end of that section and just completely skip having to wait for that boat to rise up.
I'm joining you guys in the ice world.
Hey.
Snowdog just finishing off on Bashmaster then.
I feel like I'm definitely gonna finish last unless some horrific thing is gonna happen.
Well, I mean, let's just make goal, being underestimated.
Let's make an underestimate. Yeah.
Put up a good show.
I can't see the time and I'm happy, but I'm actually tempted.
I see the time and I'm glad I have no idea what it how it compares to my splits.
I want to see my time, but I think better I'm just gonna not see it.
This is another nice level. I think this is the ruins now.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice indeed. And what I like about this is if you have played Donkey Kong Country Returns, the sort of patterns here and the backgrounds are obviously, as we've said, deliberately designed to echo that. It's very, very well done indeed.
Nice job.
Except we've actually got a Donkey Kong Country game in HD. So the Wii wasn't quite HD. So this is technically the first Donkey Kong Country game in HD.
The Tropical Freeze game actually did a lot of stuff that the Wii just couldn't do. Like the whole 3D going around the tree thing in the first level.
This stage is really scary, by the way, knowing where to jump. Speaking of jumps.
Yes. Mentioning the HD thing, I've just got to say at this point, well, come on Nintendo, let's get some Donkey Kong Country Returns and possibly the original games onto the Switch at some point.
Oh yeah, without
for
motion
sure.
controls.
Please.
We'd like that.
Give us more monkeys.
We're actually in an internal debate about the new Shield version for Returns.
Oh yeah, that one's in HD.
Wait, what?
The NVIDIA Shield released in China. Do you want to talk about that? Because I really don't know that much about it.
There's an NVIDIA Shield in China, and for some reason Nintendo publishes some games for that, or releases some games in China only. Like Super Mario Galaxy without motion controls, Twilight
What?
Princess, and now
Yeah?
also now DVCR.
Are you gonna do one heart?
No.
But it's like
This
really,
is too scary to do that.
it's really difficult to get it.
How would you play without motion controls? I want to see that as a run.
Good.
Unless it's some sort of like another stick in the back and it's just like, yeah, I'm doing it.
Also, shout out to the music here. It's just so good. Well, I guess Reek's audio is playing, I think, so you'll hear it in a moment. Shout out to the music you're about to hear in like 20 seconds, 10 seconds, a little less than that. Actually, he's catching up real fast.
And there it is.
Something to point out music-wise that we haven't actually mentioned up to now, and we haven't really had an opportunity to hear it, but every...
Shout out to that. Go on.
Yes, that's from Donkey Kong Country Returns. But no, the world map theme, the standard sort of Donkey Kong theme, is adjusted depending on what world you're in. So if you listen to it carefully, it's the same thing, but it's remixed through all the different worlds. And it's little touches like that that really improve the immersion.
Yeah, it uses different instruments, but you mean...
They're giving me all this information that I never knew about.
This is actually also the case in Returns. Like in the factory world, it's...
I wanted to make Reek happy and collect the end, but I missed it.
Let me give you one knowledge. Did you know at the end of every stage it plays the bonus broom game in DKC 1?
Oh yeah. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do, but I survived? Okay. Well, survived.
You guys not doing one part?
Oh.
Well, I totally could have, apparently, because
Yeah.
I didn't take one. Didn't take a hit. Nice. Also, we're a snowball now. Technically a minecart if you look to the upper left of the upper left icon.
Yeah.
It looks like...
considered a minecart.
Wait, I just look over. It looks like it has an eyes and mouth.
Oh, it does. Oh, I love seeing faces in like objects. It's my favorite.
Are you human?
Cars are my favorite.
Phosphorus.
The beetle car. I was about to say the Beatles, but that's Actually, that's still also hard. Isn't
Really
it?
looking forward to the next level, 6-5. It's probably my favorite level in the entire game.
Oh.
Also, it's also the hardest level in the game.
Yeah, so remember the times we've abused momentum in this game. Yeah, 6-5 has a lot of places where you can do that. She'll see. Not quite sure how I want to explain this.
Maybe if we have time left, we can also show that.
What, you mean like the full strats? I mean,
Yeah,
there's only one that
IL.
I'm not intending on doing.
I meant like the IL
We can see the full speed version of it.
with tricks called the first.
Okay, I'm gonna
boost,
focus for this one.
Oshido, and the Inka Dinka.
I do the Inka Dinka.
I improvise my Inkadinkas.
Alright, good first boost.
But
So the idea is that I'm trying to maintain momentum from those platforms I'm jumping off of, and then by jumping on the snowflakes or more enemies, I can maintain a lot of that momentum. There's another boost here. This one's
you're kidding.
smaller. Oh, I'll make it. That was great.
Nice.
I'm gonna just grab the barrel now because I don't want to try to do that again.
Music here is so good.
Music here is absolutely amazing again. I'm just trying to work out if this is another remix. I don't think it is.
It's a remix of
It is
the
a
first
remix.
theme. It's a remix
Right.
of the. Oh, it's a Inka Dinka. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Oh. Okay, well, I basically got it. I didn't get to the end of the stage with it, but that was really good. Oh, I'm
Wait,
really satisfied with that level.
good.
Oh,
Well
that was
done.
really good.
Yeah,
Thank you. Oh, really satisfied with that.
I hear more hands.
Riekelt working his way through the same bit now as well.
Oh no! I'm not risking it, dude.
I'm so tempted to look at the time we have, but I'm gonna know.
I
all good.
didn't die.
This is-
Obviously, dying is worse than.
Oh, it's auto scroll time. Nice.
This
Think I'm
level
slow.
here that RDV's just going into is one of my favourite levels.
So
Visually,
pleasing.
it's the cliffside world from Returns, and we've got the sort of shadow effect that was also used quite a lot in Returns, and it's fantastic.
It's gonna have to try and focus for this one. The levels get really hard here.
This level isn't too bad, fortunately.
Oh, I'm not great at it.
6-7 and hard and 6-8 is just obnoxious.
All right, one heart. Let's do it.
Oh, you're really going for it?
Yes.
Yo, shout out to SnowDog. He's a man.
Yep, SnowDog's still in the rocket
Speaking of
battle level.
not being a man, I'm just gonna take this this portion really safe because I tend to die on it, and dying in this game again. Oh, okay. So
Dying in the game.
the oh, did I get? At least I got a checkpoint. Good. Okay. I was really scared I didn't.
Hey, we're only one checkpoint apart.
Yep, we're still very close.
Oh, this is a close one now.
All right, halfway done.
Oh, this is awkward.
Actually, no, this is not halfway yet.
Yeah, again, I'm just trying to go a little safe. Because
Alright.
dying is worse, although clearly that was not the.
I love the dinosaur
choice.
skeletons here that we're in the cliff world in Returns, yeah.
Again, Returns has a lot of nostalgia for me, so these little details just make me really happy.
I love seeing these little... It's that attention to detail that makes you realise when a developer really cares about their product and they really care about the fans and the sort of fan base, and they put these just little things just in there that you maybe miss on first look, and then you see them and you think, oh, I remember that.
Yeah, we've been giving praise to David Wise, but also the rest of Rareware. Not Rareware. I mean, kind of.
The originals, yes.
The originals, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Rareware for creating the franchise,
Yeah.
basically.
And Retro Studios for just
continuing
this,
it.
yeah, and having barbecues all the time. That's our thing.
Okay.
GreenSnowDog still
I
chugging along on the
Yeah, I died.
barrel level. Just no, keep going. You're doing well.
No, I died. But hold on, I still gotta do one heart.
The section Riekelt's on here is just absolutely fantastic visually.
It's a stupid idea to do one heart, but I'm still gonna do it. Even though I died. Hey.
Also, something we didn't point out at RDV's thing. I'm just going right.
Oh yeah, there's just a barrel there off screen, and based on the visual cue, we know when to shoot up. If we did it immediately, we would hit, you know, ground, and we would die.
I'm doing
Not a good time.
Really safe.
This is another amazing level, and the music here is one of my favorites because it's a remix of one of my favorite themes.
More remixes.
Is this Fear Factory?
Yes.
Yeah. I can't hear it, of course, but Fear
Okay.
Factory is good.
I'm just memeing real quick. Don't mind me.
You should
Fear Factory is an amazing piece of music.
could have gone for the fast one.
Wait, I'm at the end? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, did it. 1 heart.
Good job. You did what we didn't dare to do.
I showed off what was the impossible. Not impossible, but just the fun.
And, and
Show
again,
off what was fun.
and again, visually, this level is absolutely spectacular. It's the factory level from Factory World from Returns again, and the colours here, the shadows, the lighting, it's spectacular.
Every time when we talk about Returns, I always like, oh, we need to play it again.
I need to run it again.
You need to run. You know what? I'll join. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh no. Can I still abuse these damage frames? Oh, okay. Beautiful.
You get a heart.
This is really scary.
Oh, you went past the heart.
I don't know how it compares for a speedrunning experience, but certainly as a casual experience, I think this is probably the better game.
Nice.
This is really scary.
That was. I'm tempted to go fast, but.
Oh, I shouldn't
Hey,
have
look,
looked.
bottom.
I should not have looked at the time.
I want to say tell me, but
I guess with some PB pace.
everyone.
I don't know if Riekelt. For Riekelt might be close.
Yeah, I'll say close.
But again, the final boss
Oh.
fight is definitely one that you can massively choke it. It's really hard. You'll lose a lot of time to not getting a hit.
This,
So
sorry, this is the last regular level in the game before the boss, and it's volcano level.
It's
and
Ooh.
again, this is Rambi making his last appearance here.
Who is excited about Rambi? I'm not.
We haven't talked about animal buddies very much, but that's one of the things that perhaps this game is possibly, depending on the opinion, lacking, is that we only have Rambi. That was the same in Returns, of course, as well.
Also, the only animal level where they actually force it. Did you
yeah,
actually?
for the other levels, it's basically just optional. Oh, okay. This is awkward.
Yeah, the other levels you can have your own style. This one, you're gonna have to join this style. We're sorry, but actually they're not sorry.
And Rhino in a rocket barrel is never not going to be funny.
That's not.
You're right.
You can see a nice bit of time of it because you'll see.
So Tim, do you like Rambi? Do you
I
think
like
he's an
Rambi?
interesting character?
I mean, let's be honest, he's kind of a bit one-dimensional, really, isn't he? He doesn't really have a lot of personality
Yeah.
of his own. But having said that, I like the animal buddies as a concept, obviously being a very huge fan of the original trilogy. And, of course, the original trilogy had many great animal buddies. And one of the things I believe has been criticised of the newer games is the lack of animal buddies. Now, you never know. Maybe get another game. We'll get more animal buddies.
Alright, we definitely need to continue the modern trilogy. We need a third game.
That's good.
With
Yeah.
K. Rool, where you're at?
Alright.
Now you can do it.
So don't really like Rambi, you say?
I don't really dislike Rambi, but I think I know what this is leading up to, actually. I think Rambi might be getting the Yoshi treatment later on here.
No, I would never do that to a Yoshi. See, I would never do that to a Yoshi.
You did that with Pink.
Rambi is love. Rambi is dead.
Right.
Leek, do it. We all have to do it now.
Save or kill the Rambi.
I was going to say, I thought we were supposed to be saving the animals.
No, it was kill.
Oh, right, okay.
So we're doing what people said to do.
Alright, do you want to explain how this boss fight works? Do you remember how it works?
I have an idea of how this boss works, yes. Basically, this is your final boss fight. The major thing to watch out for here is when you're doing he will basically start by shooting ice out, which you'll need to avoid. That will then coat platforms. And what you're needing to do here is he'll then start, you'll need to throw the penguins back at him. This is the tricky bit. This, you've really got to be, yeah.
It's okay, I had another one.
Yeah.
Alright, gotta
I had
save
more
this.
babies. Wait, one character.
So he will actually go around like 3 times, and you need to hit him all 3 times, otherwise you'll like lose a minute or so.
It's very easy to lose a cycle on this.
Okay. So that this is, it's not over till it's over. Reek is going into the, oh!
Ow.
That's not where I intend him to go. This is all fine.
Oh.
Don't
Okay.
go into the lava, that's instant.
Yeah, going into the lava instantly kills you. So this is very much still really close between Riekelt and me right now. Any mess up can mean that
Hello,
he
I'm
catches
back.
up. Well, who knows? Maybe Reek will die, and you know,
Or I will get a 9.
or I will die actually. Or I get a little too confident.
Let's see how you guys do.
GreenSnowDog is still getting there.
Still
Still
a
chugging
strong
along.
run.
I'm showing off what people have missed. If they missed out something what they did, then you'll see.
He's still having a really strong run. Don't worry about it.
You saw time, didn't you? That just silence.
Just getting the hits in here is the tricky bit.
Oh,
Very nice.
Did you get it?
I haven't missed. I haven't
That was
missed one
good.
yet.
No, this is...
We've only got 3
what?
hits left now after this.
You haven't missed one.
I'm going to say it is 130 pace for him.
What?
This is the final phase.
Right. So just for the tech, I am actually somewhat close to time actually. So get ready on that.
Excuse me.
So this section is really tricky. You've got the ice physics to contend with again. And these hits look relatively straightforward, but they're not.
Yeah. So in the first phase, he's actually pretty slow, and now for me in the second phase, he will actually increase with every hit I do to him.
He's also got rocking boss music.
Oh, okay. Oh no, okay. Meaning that now that I missed 2 of them,
Oh, yep. That
we're going to
bounce.
repeat. We only jumped twice, it's weird.
Oh,
Having a final hit.
okay.
Got it.
And time.
Time!
That's a PB. What?
Oh, please?
GG's.
Okay, just to give you guys an idea of how insane that was, I PB'd by 4 minutes.
Wow.
Thank you.
But didn't Tiny Tim hold a button for you?
We got co-op world record.
Nice.
The others are still, Riekelt's still fighting.
It counts. That counts.
Okay, that counts.
here.
I'm just joking.
Was any other level? I would agree.
Oh my god. All right.
You're clearly not shout anymore.
I'm sorry, that was just really
do
exciting.
apologize. We gotta take off headphones and then shout.
I mean, how can I not pop off after that, my dude? Oh, that's insane. Okay, Reek's just also finishing up this boss. You're in the third phase, I imagine? Okay.
Is he able to PB still?
Oh.
No. Close though.
Congrats, 130. Assuming DKS allows it.
Just giving
Let's get 2 out of 3 PBs, shall we? Because I'm still on PB pace.
Ooh,
Okay.
interesting.
He's being tricky here. There. Oh, there we go.